Welcome to the Beantown Bully podcast.
The way our stigmas are, ego, the way we treat each other. You know what I mean? We don't embrace our black privilege enough. Like
Because
white
society has
people
made
have
us hate
privilege,
each other.
Asian people have privilege, Spanish people have privilege, but we always, when it comes to us, we spit in each other's hand. Like, for instance, the other day I was at Jackson.
Yo, hold on.
Machine.
Yo, you have to fix your internet. You are just a robotic voice, like nonstop right now. You got to fix that, man. Turn on the Wi-Fi or something, man. You're killing me. Like, I'm trying to understand what you're saying, but you start to speak like a robot, and I can't hear what you're saying to me. Go ahead when you're ready, man.
He's on.
Yeah, I think he's out too.
Yo, you hear me?
All right, there you go.
Yeah, so like I was saying, so the other day I was at the bus station and whatnot. The touchscreen machine wasn't working. So black lady, older lady, was just like, I'm asking for help. She's just like didn't want to be bothered. Her whole energy was off. It was like, oh my God, like what can I help you with? Like just not very engageful. You know what I mean? And we do that to each other a lot. Where if it was a white person versus white, they'd be like, hey buddies, yeah, what can I help you? You know what I mean? We give them that attentive service. Even at work, how we respond to some white people at a register, no matter where we work. You know what I mean? It's sad. Like when I see people, especially my black people, when they come into my job, I'd be like, yo, how you feeling, brother? They'd be like, I'll be like, yo, you should be feeling blessed, black, highly favored, yeah, whatever. I'm like, it's a privilege being black. Like some of these people, you gotta reiterate to them, like, yo, you're black at them. It's a privilege. Like I believe there's some black people that leave the house and forget their blackness for this white world.
All right, so let me step in.
Like,
So everybody wants to be black until it's time to be black. That's part one.
yeah, I
That whole
say it all the time.
that Afro Latino bullshit that's going around.
That's
I
bullshit.
don't like that because they have the same audacity to call black people niggas, and then when they're around white folks, they want to switch up. I don't like that. That's one. The second part, society has ingrained this black hate, like this underlying black hate. This is why when black girls go missing, this just happens to black people in general. Actually, let's talk about the whole missing the girls who are missing.
There's like
Recently.
75,000 missing like black girls and women.
No, but the most recent one, it was one of my topics, but I made it to like a whole black and versus white thing, and I had to delete it. I was like, I didn't want to go down that line of thinking. But one of the girls,
I mean, speak it.
one of
Some
the girls,
people need
she
to
was
hear it.
gone. She was gone for about 10 days. And they were like, the cops, like, the family doesn't want to help anymore. I was just like, what? The white girl, she was gone for like about 3 to 5 days. FBI was on the case. Where was the FBI with the black girl? The black girl ended up dead.
I say,
But
I say it all the time. I say it. I tell people we're culturally accepted. We're not socially accepted yet. White people don't know how to talk. They want to be us, but they ain't us.
Yo,
They want to take our dance.
everybody
music,
else
whatever,
is capitalizing. Everybody else is capitalizing on the black struggle and the black dream. Korea's doing the whole hip hop shit, the whole b-boy craze. That's no longer a black thing. Rap itself is no longer a black. It's not really a black thing anymore. Don't get me wrong. There's some black stars, but
It's called pop.
like there's everything that was culturally black is no longer ours in the first place. Even country was a black thing. But they didn't even want to have Nelly at the country awards. So we already know what it is, man.
Basically, they're just trying to make the black people disappear.
Like It's not KFC. There's one of these restaurants. They stole the recipe from a black slave. It probably was KFC. They stole a recipe from a black slave. The black slave's family work for KFC, but they don't own any part of KFC.
Mm-hmm.
So they're allowed to
it.
steal from you, fuck your family, but when you come back for this money, no, we'll give you a position. You can get this minimum wage over here. You got a job for the rest of your life, but you're not being an owner. And that's the whole thing. Most of these people, most black people are never going to be owners. But that also goes into the whole Jay-Z and the NFL thing. A lot of people gave him hell for what he was doing on the Cap side, but now Cap is they're looking at Cap to see if he's actually going to be a player. I haven't looked up any updates. I think it's happened yesterday. He's actually training.
I feel like he's not.
Hey man,
because he signed the NDA.
No.
I feel like that's just to get everybody to hush up.
What do you mean? What I mean is that he actually had a training session, and they're thinking about actually bringing him onto an actual team. So
yeah, team. But all the owners for the past 3 years were overlooking him. Maybe I know the players probably want to play with him. Certain people want to play with him, but the owners, they don't even call owners, the partners.
They got the NFL itself gave the
Cat's probably.
Go ahead.
But the owners are not gonna be there. It's a Saturday podcast. The owners are not gonna be there. We know owners. Come on.
What do you? It's a training. No. It's a training. There's already 3 teams that's gonna be there officially. The Patriots is gonna be there, and some other teams are gonna be there.
For a team.
Yo, man.
Hooters.
They are giving him a look right now. Will something become of the look? I don't know. He already got paid for the years that he already got some type of money for the years he missed. They're not disclosing that. All I'm saying, that just brings it back. But what I brought this over to this is just that the blackness aspect in the culture. Jay-Z was shitted on, but he may or may not have a part in bringing this Cap thing to the table. Some people will coon for the good of the cause.
And I believe it. Because, for instance, one story, right? When I was at work, my supervisor always, we always try to say hi to the black ladies, but we stopped her one day. She had to be old enough to be our grandma. I'm talking about you go to Thanksgiving dinner, she's there cooking up the yams and the pies. But long story short, we asked her, we're like, yo, sister, how come you never come down and say nothing to us or, you know what I'm saying, speak? She was like, honestly, I don't want the people upstairs seeing me congregating with y'all. And this is a black older lady. So that's why I started my whole pro-black thing, because of that situation. Because I'm like, damn, people really be cooning out here.
Yeah, oh man, the cooning, it's never really gonna stop, man. It's better for them to hate on other black people and be accepted by whites for the short-term gain. But they don't really understand that as soon as something pops off, they're gonna be the first one they throw under the bus. But like I said, black people are too forgiving to these other cultures. That's the problem. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, it's just like another point, even in the Spanish culture. Certain even the Spanish culture in Hollywood, I was overhearing on a different platform, but it was basically saying, which was valid, like when Spanish people go to Hollywood and their last names Rodriguez and shit, they give them like a taco actor role or a Spanish, you know what I mean, a Spanish type role. The same thing with black people. So now, all they know about black people and Spanish people, X, Y, Z, is what they see on TV. So when these white people go in the world, they're like, oh, these black people only play drug dealers and you know what I mean? Because these white people don't know anything. They only go off what they see on TV and the news. That's why I tell white people, you need to start watching the news.
Okay, I can't really agree with the you can't watch the news part, but I can say most other races don't have a good look on what black is in general.
They
And
don't.
just an anime in general just have these nigga boo characters with the big lips, gotta be 100% muscular. Like Dragon Ball Z, one of my favorite animes. Every time they draw a black person, that shit look mad racist.
Mr. Popo.
Mr. Popo, dog. This
But
nigga
now you
is
think about it, it is true. He did have the big lips. He was mad dark.
just other smaller characters that don't even have names. Like Naruto had a
What
black character like that. I was
what
just
about
like,
what about in Sweden or Finland or something where they have that black helper that helps out Santa Claus? I forget his name. Hold on.
oh, I know where you got that from. But it's a little crazy, man.
But I'm just saying, we trying to stand for, you know what I mean? I just be trying to reiterate that black people is really powerful, that we need to change. And the way we treat each other has to change first. Like, we hate helping each other, but we'll help everybody else.
But you gotta understand that shit's instilled in us through everything that we see in on TV and read in magazines. Like this
Yeah.
stuff, it's the racism that's instilled in our society that makes us as black people hard to accept other black people. This shit is deep. It's like brainwashing. As like people, we have been brainwashed.
So, one of my topics was Kanye, but I'm going to throw Kanye in there. So how do we really feel about Kanye? Is he a coon or is he just a crazy mental health black man?
I feel like it doesn't make
Everybody
music for us
seems to throw
anymore.
mental health behind things when they're crazy. When they say shit and want to apologize, they be like, "Oh, it's my mental health." That shit's annoying too. They do shit and apologize. It's like, no, you feeling like that?
I'm gonna be very honest. Kanye West. First of all, we need to stop looking to these people like they're godsends.
But they represent black people in the media.
No, they don't. Here's the thing. You're giving these people too much power. All these other people is giving these people too much power. This is the thing. If you support Kanye West in the fuckery that he does or whatever you believe, you have to either take the good or the bad, or you just understand this is a human being who's very flawed. He's doing all his thing. He's on his selfish movement right now. He's doing shit that's only better for himself. Before, he was saying shit that made it seem like he had a cause. Right now, he's just doing shit to approve his own standing. Can I be mad at him for that? No. But at that point, when you understand that he's only about himself right now, let him rock by himself. Let him rock doing his own shit. He's not the guy who's going to go to bat for some random black person. He's not that guy. He's not the guy who's gonna speak on the black struggle. He's just a producer who makes music. That's all he is. He's not a superhero. He's not coming out here to save these niggas. And people need to stop.
I understand that, but we have to understand that he's on TV. At the end of the day, these white people, I know what he is, but these white people are looking at him as, oh, he represents the black culture, so whatever he's doing, all black people do, just like the news, the media, whatever.
Kanye West, when he speaks,
I understand where you're coming from.
No, look, Kanye West is bad because he speaks and then he doesn't think about any of the repercussions. But that's how most people speak. Like when I talk to people, if other people heard the way I talk, it probably would offend the shit out of them. But he's doing it on a larger scale, so there's more touch when the shit he says.
What do you mean, like offend him?
I said offend, like I would hurt people's feelings. He'll say shit like slavery's a choice. Like slavery's a choice. If I was on a boat, I would have just got off the boat. Shit like that. In his head, he's just talking like people try to say this. Oh, in his head, like he's only speaking like he's speaking to you. like me and you. He's not speaking to like the masses, but he doesn't understand that. But then he does a play off that the masses doesn't really help him. Like you have all these people who buy your shit, who listen to your music, so you understand the type of power you have. So when he falls back on that
Yeah,
whole,
but majority of people that buy his music is white.
but the people who got him to where he is was black.
It's just like the chick Iggy Azalea. I mean, Iggy is whatever the fuck her name is. T.I. signed it. T.I. was like, no, she started changing over to the white culture. Forget about her people.
Okay, so here's the thing with that. I don't know what he really means by that. I'm gonna give T.I. the benefit of the doubt on that, but I'm not gonna just be like decided from just because he's black. I don't know what was in there. He didn't really elaborate on that. He just said that he was just doing white shit. What do you mean? Is it because
I mean, we see that every day. Black people hopping skippity dip dop for the white folks.
But is he talking about she was doing pop shit? Because a lot of black people are doing pop songs. A lot of black female, actually, let's say a lot of female rappers are doing a lot of pop songs.
What about
the fan base?
Waka Flocka? Waka Flocka's doing he was doing like a bunch of like EDM stuff.
Yeah, but I feel like that's more. Here's the thing. Waka Flocka went cold for a bit. The EDM got him hot again. Like the EDM was a route to get him right back in to listening. Like people like Waka Flocka's energy, but the EDM brought him back to rap. That was his avenue. Like people was really looking for him. The EDM popped off for a bit, and it brought his name back to the culture. But all right, so yeah, we just need to pick our superstars better, man. Kanye West is not one of the guys that's gonna go the rounds for the black. I should say just blacks in general.
Then who is? I mean, I feel like we did have one. But
we can have one. Here's the thing. Everyone else benefits off the black movements, but when they get theirs, they jump off the boat and be like, all right, we got ours. Like the gays got their shit. Spanish people got their shit. Okay, when I say Spanish people, I just mean the whole Latin culture. Like, don't get me wrong, they're going through like the whole deportation type shit, but that's the deportation shit. That's a whole nother thing. Because we're fighting for people who are born here. The people who's not born here who came over. That's another level.
Yeah, true.
I just feel like as of right now, like here's the thing. If we break off and like we're gonna fight for that now, what does it say for the people who were born here who still ain't getting the rights? Are we gonna fight for people who came over here and who haven't been here enough to fight for their rights?
Right, I understand they're trying to escape from a dangerous country or a shithole country or whatever.
Let's not say shit.
Yeah, let's not say that.
First of all, when he said shithole country, he wasn't talking about Spanish people.
I know. Well, I'm just saying, whatever.
He was talking about Haitians and some other races. Let's put that into consideration. That's what he was talking about. But I don't know, man. That right there, they may have to fight that fight on their own for a bit, man. Because the people here who were born here, who's going through some crazy shit, who should have the rights already, they may have to be the first ones to be looked at, man. They may have to. Here's the thing: is there enough empathy to go around to these groups? That's the real question. Like, is there enough empathy for everybody? Because everybody's, if something happens in America, you guys don't have it that bad. Other countries have it worse. I'm just like, yo, the other countries could have it a lot worse. Truth be told, they can have it a lot worse. They mostly do have it a lot worse. But at the end of the day, I can only judge shit when I can only really judge and understand shit when it's happening in my own backyard. Right. If it's happening outside the U.S.,
We shouldn't care for it.
shouldn't say we shouldn't care, but what I'm saying is
Do you see other countries caring for us? Or are they worrying about them and trying to get their shit together?
all these other countries, let's say Chinese, the Chinese people, they get to come here. Actually, I don't really know how it works, but they come here. There's a Chinatown in every state. They kind of have their own rules a little bit. They're allowed to move a certain way. They got that backing, so shit pops off, and they don't like what's happening in the U.S. China can back them. The black people who were born here or whatnot, all this shit, they don't really have that big brother to be like, hey, the U.S. is fucking up. Don't let me get big bro. Black people don't got that. We're like, oh, we're gonna go to Africa. Tell you
The
Africans
Africans don't like us.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of moving parts. So when Chinese people and Jewish people went through their whole when Chinese people actually when the Japanese were put in internment camps at World War II, America was like, yo, my bad, we fucked up on that. Let me give you some type of reparations. Everybody else is getting these benefits that no other country, no blacks are not even getting looked at for. The whole fucking that Asian dude who got beat up on the airplane. They told him to get off. You know, when he was getting dragged through the aisle. I know everybody's seen that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yo, China went ham and was like, yo, all these people like, yo, we're not even flying your planes anymore. We're not doing this and this and this. Because at a certain point they got a single voice. I'm like, yo, this is what it is. This is what we do. This nigga can't mute his mic and his coughing all over. I thought you were a professional weed smoker. What the fuck is going on over here?
But it is true because every time in America we always want to send aid to other countries, even though within America it's fucked up.
Yo, if you're poor in America, people look at it like it's just your fault.
When sometimes it's systemic racism or prejudice.
Here's the thing. Let's take it another level. Let's not even make this. I'm talking about black people. Let's think about a white. Are you sad when you see a poor white person?
No.
But then, if you're saying that, then this is the thing. Poor white Americans can look
survive.
But at the end of the day, they can understand at the end of the day that if they are shot and killed or shot or attacked by police, there's some type of repercussions. Just because of the strength of them being white.
When it's black people. No, but when it's black people,
let's not say black people. Let's say other races.
Minorities.
Spanish people are in that too.
Yeah, so I'm saying minorities. Well, when minority situations happen,
but same thing with Indians.
Process.
Same thing with East Indians.
There's not a lot of Indians.
There's a lot of them. Don't play that game. There's a lot of them. They come here and they go straight to the higher paying jobs. Don't get me wrong. Some of these guys, that's all they've been bred to get in these positions. Like, yo, they've been bred to be the best. Like, yo, you fail at this, we cutting you off. Like, but they come in on a higher tier when they come to America. So there's a lot of that just regular black people don't have. So when people came at LeBron about his whole China comment, his first comment was very stupid. I'm gonna admit to that. It was very stupid. His second comment, I felt like his first comment was like, yo, I don't know what the fuck is going on right now.
Right.
So he just was like, yo, let me just say what I need to say to get the fuck out of my face. But then they jumped down that throat. It was like, yo, I thought you're supposed to be this virtue of the people type shit. But his second comment was 100% facts. He basically said, there's a lot happening in the world right now. I'm only taking care of the people that I see on a daily basis. There's people here that need my help. There's people here that I have my focus on. He said something along those lines, and people were still kind of mad at him a little bit. I'm like, no.
It's true, though.
Every day we pick and choose our battles. He's a basketball player who's doing things that other basketball players I've never even heard of doing. The opening schools, paying for parents to go to schools to get a leg up. Like he's doing things that other sport athletes I haven't even heard of them doing. Michael Jordan was right now, he probably still is the biggest basketball player in existence.
But he has jails.
Right,
but he has jails in the Formula race car team. And
actually, well, I'm lying. He just started doing what the fuck LeBron James doing, talking about helping the kids in Chicago. He's doing that now, but he's been out. Here's the thing. He's been out of the game with that type of money for so long. It's just
so long.
Hey, am I mad at Mike for not doing it before? Yeah, I can be mad at him for a little bit.
But do you understand where he come from?
I understand where he's coming from. In the beginning, he was like, fuck the kids. What are you talking about?
No,
right now, here's the thing.
I'm just playing devil's advocate. Maybe he came from where he ain't have shit, nobody gave him shit, he got shit, and he was like, fuck everybody else.
At the end of the day, what all groups need to realize: do not turn away future allies. That's the problem that most of these groups are having, especially the gay one. They'll turn a mistake someone said or a comment someone said years ago, depending on the mistake. I don't want to just blanket statements. Like if I said if I said something bad about the gays, like
actually,
the F word, like years ago, huh?
No, I was gonna say I understand the cigarette word, the end of a cigarette. What I'm saying though, to reiterate on that conversation, I do be talking to some gay people, and this gay dude was telling me, is it okay to call him gay? Well, yeah, he's gay. So, but he was telling me, because he was like, oh yeah, I have some tranny friends and stuff, but he was like, most of them are dudes that turn women to get dudes. So he was like, I asked him a serious question. I'm like, that don't confuse you a little bit? He was like, it kind of does. Because he was like, I'm gay and I like dudes. He was like, just like dudes. He was like, he don't understand the whole thing of transforming to women to be sleeping with the same sex. He was like, he thinks it's maybe like a mental issue or they're not comfortable themselves. His exact words. He was like, maybe they're just not confident about themselves. It was always ugly when they was young or something like that. Hey, and they know women get more attention.
Before you derail that type of talk.
I gotta fix it. Don't squeeze.
You gotta really look at the people who is your allies and give them the benefit of the doubt, man. We're too ready to cancel our allies or our future allies over.
But don't we gotta be allies within ourselves to be asking for help on the outside?
No, I'm not talking about begging and asking for help. I'm talking about like someone who genuinely wants to understand. Like, if some little kid says the N-word in a song, do I cancel him? Do I fuck up? Do I have his life all fucked up because he's singing a song? You gotta look at the ramifications of that. What if he was just singing a song? Here's the thing. Japanese people, they dress up as blackface. They don't have the same history of blackface that America does.
Are we talking about Finland or Sweden or whatever?
No, I'm talking about Japan. Japanese people will dress up as blackface because they really about this hip hop lifestyle.
I'll check.
It's like you can't even chat with each other. Like you're literally, you fucking asshole. This is gonna be a fucking nightmare.
Really, guys?
It's gonna be a fucking nightmare to edit, man. These fucking assholes.
No, it's good content. But I'm saying though about that, I don't really see Asian people or Chinese people getting backlash for dressing in blackface.
Yeah, because
now that you speak of it, I just have it doesn't really catch much heat as other races do it.
Yeah, the reason why is because when the Asians do it, they don't really have any ill intent behind it. They
What do
just
you
do it.
mean? Asian people is racist as much as white people.
You guys, well, we're talking about blackface here. We're not talking about a whole general, like, broad idea. We're just
They
talking
could
about
be doing it for ill intent. They could just doing it making fun of us, like, all because when you go to China, they think all black people are basketball players.
yeah. And whose fault is that? It's not their fault. 'Cause they're not
What?
over here. It's not their fault.
Whose fault is it? Can I get some take on this,
Here's
boss?
the thing:
It's
Japan
America.
is more open. If we're talking about China, China has everything locked down. There's no outside web. They use their fake YouTube site. They use their fake Facebook chat. That's all owned by the government. So that's tailored for them. So if a black person goes over there, you're like a fucking unicorn because they've never seen you. Most of them never even seen black people before. That's a lot different than some other things. But here's the thing: if just because they don't know, is that still racist? Yes, that is still racist. Because if I slant my eyes, is that not racist? No, don't. This is the thing. If I do that, that's a global thing. That's racist. But that blackface thing is also a global thing.
But look at this though. Not to cut you off though, but look at this. Like you said, if you slant your eyes, it's an outrage. But if you wear blackface, it's a conversation. You know what I mean? It's a different narrative there.
That is that is actually true. So it's like, oh, but they don't have the background. Like, no, here's the thing. Let's not even go into these. Let's not even go into that stuff.
Because you can really be half Asian for all we know about.
It's the same thing with other races. Like, here's the thing. Blackface is so out there. Everyone knows about everybody knows about the KKK. These groups that do some type of shit, like the bitches. I don't know if you guys seen it. The bitches went Halloween costume as two KKK members who got beat up. They all knew stepping outside was the wrong thing to do.
Especially that dude that got beat up in Popeyes and calling people niggers and this. I don't blame none of them for beating his ass and taking his Popeyes because I'm not saying it's 2019, but this day and age we all know.
I'm just saying, like,
there's certain repercussions.
When people do things that are towards black people, we have to open a conversation. We have to understand the meaning. Like, why? All these other races got this. Like, I can't go around talking about Hitler with Jewish people.
You can't go around wearing hijab because people be like, "Oh, that's racist." You can be half really Muslim.
If I have a swastika on any article of clothing, they're looking at me like I'm crazy. Let's just be everyone be real. If you have a picture with a black person and it's next to a monkey, you're putting things out there. You're putting things out there when you don't need to. There's ways of what you're doing. When they were coming at Michelle Obama talking about how she didn't know how to dress or she was manly. They were coming at her like that. I was just like, okay, guys, you're frail looking bitches who look like they smoke 10 packs a day. Your girl's looking really about to die, The age as like.
But why do you think when things happen to black people, it has to be a conversation?
Because what it always has to be. Here's the thing. It always has to be a conversation because usually when it's happening to a black person, that black person is always in that mindset like, yo, I can fucking end you right now. Not to tame black people. Like there's certain black people that really is like, yo, fuck it. But if everybody wants to have here's the thing. Everybody wants to have a conversation with a black person until when they get up close. Like, no, you did what you did, and but that's that's not just a black thing. That's just how the internet works in general. Like, people say the craziest shit online, and then when you see you in person, people say the craziest shit is in general when they don't expect to see you. When they don't know what you look like, but they expect you to be like a smaller person.
That's what I'm saying though. But but when we do certain shit to fucking other races, it has to be fucking law-abiding or we going to jail. Because that's what I'm saying. Like, let us start reversing shit. We need to. Call the police on these motherfuckers. They got to go to jail.
Yo,
Because they call the police on us.
yo,
We going right to jail with no questions asked.
you are most likely, even if you are right, if you call the police, they're gonna pull up your information and find something bad about you.
That is true.
The police are not really meant to help black people. Transparent as I possibly be, I'm not gonna say all of them, but there's too many bad apples that's still working. So it's all of them until they're pointed out.
No, that is true because every time on the media, when the white people do shit, it's always they were a good kid when they young. Black people do shit. Isn't it an ex-gangbanger? Left his 2 kids, 2 baby mamas. Like, damn.
They'll find whatever, like, oh, this kid didn't go to school. Like he was skipping school. He smoked weed one time in his life. They'll find one picture of him, like they'll find
sitting
one
on the corner.
He showed up late to class one day.
But if it's a white kid who shoots up at school or whatnot, we'll get his high school prom picture, get him as pretty as possible.
That's true. They will find
they giving him the graduate picture. They give him the graduation cap and gown.
Yo,
he's smiling everything.
They get the picture, the best picture they can possibly find. If he's black, they got darken his eyes, make him darker.
Mugshot. They getting the mugshot.
Yeah, I mean, but that's if he has one. But if he doesn't have one, they found like the most gnarly picture.
So it goes back to again. Are we wrong for retaliating when people say certain shit to us now this day and age? Like, am I wrong for slapping shit out of white lady because she called me a nigga?
If you're saying if you're wrong, you said a white lady. I'm assuming this is an older person.
Nah, there be some young ones throwing out the nigga one.
If you slap the shit out of a white person in general, you're catching a case.
Yeah, you're going to jail.
You're catching a case, no matter what she said to you.
Instantly.
If it's a guy, it's more fair. But if it's a white lady,
nah, I think even a guy, I'm still going to jail.
You're probably still going to jail, but if it's a white lady or a white female, yo, the tears are gonna come. If she's blonde, also, you're gonna be buried.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to the Beantown Bully podcast. Please leave us a review. We're still new to the podcast game. If there's any topics or criticisms, please leave us a comment and shoot us an email at beantownbullies617@gmail.com. If you'd like to support, please check the links in the description.